Hey, this is Gene. I didn't really want to talk about this, but I did a very small video this morning about Sam from People TV, um, basically saying that Mason should never be back with the team ever again. And again, that's his opinion. Last week, I said something. I talked about Goldbridge from United Stand and what his thoughts were on this as well. Well, apparently he's been on Twitter this morning uh, saying some stuff. So I'm going to talk about that. And I don't know why I have to come back to this, but apparently I have to. I don't think these people understand. Um, it's not always um black and white type issue. So I'm going to try to run his or talk about his thing. And because of my stroke, it's hard for me to actually read this. So I might show it to you, maybe. I don't know how to do it. There we go. I mean, you can't even see that probably. But anyway, I'll try to read it as much as I can. It says you can have an opinion about Greenwood coming back, but the level of abuse I've seen aimed at females on this platform, that happens every fucking day for any other things. And the abuse that males get is just as bad or worse. And in the industry, which apparently he's talking about because he's in it, he's talk sports all the time. For saying they don't want him back is a disgrace. United should be looking at that very carefully before they make the decision. Then he responded to it, and I'll no doubt get abused for saying this, but sod it. Too many high-profile people in this industry are sitting on their hands saying nothing as usual because they're scared. Why would they be scared? The easiest thing to do is to release him, and there would be no, it would go for a couple days. It'll be out of the news. Are they going to say they're scared because he's a black man and she's a white woman? I don't understand that. Okay. But anyway, so I responded. I said, "White Knight Mark, Jesus." That's what I say. It's great you have your opinion. And I talked about this in my video. He's known 18 months ago what his opinion was, and he waffled it the entire time, didn't want to talk about it. Finally came out the other day to say that he should be with the team. Or he would say, no, send him out on loan for a year, then bring him back. Why would you bring him back if you're so affected by what he did? He could never be redeemed in your mind, even though she's with him, has a kid with him. Uh, the idea of having any type of redemption when it comes to stuff like this, she was not killed. We don't know exactly what was going on with that. I've said it in my video before. She needs to come out and have talk to the press or whatever. He needs to do it as well, face the music, and they get on with their life. Now, again, Manchester United can say, we don't want him in the team anymore. It's just too much of an issue. Get him out of there. I don't have any issue with that. But when guys like this sit there and saying that we have to defend females because they might be told that their belief system is wrong, and that they claim that being abused, that's someone that's abused. I mean, it's just the same guy that says other things that people online weren't abused. Different type of players were not actually abused online. Just because you say a player's shit, that's not abuse. I agree with that, but Mark has abused probably every team, every person on Manchester United the last 6 years, 7 years. So anyway, but also there was last couple 3 or 4 days ago, there was a thing that came out about the these women supporters that said that no way he should be back. It was a long thing, and then there was a little banner out there about it as well. Again, I believe in free speech. Of course, in England, you don't have free speech. So if these people are actually being abusive, the cops will show up like they did with that girl that told a cop that she looked like a lesbian and that she went off to jail. You can't say anything that's considered hate speech, whatever hate speech is in England. There's no such thing in the United States, although we still say it is, but our Supreme Court said there's no such thing as hate speech. But anyway, it's like we all these, and I get it. He's a father and he's a cop and all the bullshit. So he wants to defend women, but it's like, here we go. We never give women empower. Don't give them any empower when they're the ones if they want to make the decision and she wants to stay with them. So I guess for her, she doesn't have the ability to be empowered. But anyway, there's this long thing here that the male supporters did that. And, this guy actually wrote this. And the guy said this is disgusting that they pulled this out. Why can't man have this? Why can't we have an opinion about this? What? I mean, like I said in my video before, and I'll say it right now, men or women fake this shit. I guess the audio sounds horrible. And we don't know until she tells us if this is something that happens all the damn time. If he's always like this, why is she still with him? Why would I don't know what family services there, but why would they allow him around the baby if he's his threat? But I'll read a little bit of what it says. And this guy called this disgusting. Why can't men have an opinion about this if we want Mason to have a chance to still play here? He can go through all the therapy. He can do and be in front of the media. He can deal with all that pressure of dealing with what he did or what apparently he did. And she wants to be with him. Why are we now allowing her to get what she wants? I don't get it. But it says, today we, the male fans of Manchester United, are proud to express our trust in the club's commitment to positive environment for all fans. So far, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Apparently, this is disgusting, though. And fans and employees, as well as dedication to fostering a culture of respect and inclusivity. We fully support the decision to welcome back Mason Greenwood back into the squad, recognizing his growth and commitment to positive change. Embracing Greenwood's return signifies the importance of personal growth and second chances. I'm not going to read the rest of that, but it's out there. It's just, it's like, and I get it. The thing is that this whole thing and this whole narrative that the world hates women and what they say, and the feminists say this all the time, and it looks like Chelsea might score. They don't. But the truth is that a lot of men don't want him back either, because they want a white knight for women. But we still look at women as children in so many areas that we just say, it looks like Gakko. Oh, they might score her. Oh, off the bar. Salo almost scored. He has an opinion and but he had the same opinion 18 months ago and he wouldn't say it. He would not fucking say it. But now he wants to come out and say it, and they're like, and it's like, okay, Mark, you're not saying anything that no one else would not think about. I mean, come on. Is there any chance that this person will ever have any redemption at all? I don't want to be the guy that gets online and show all the different types of alleged abuse that was faked, that I can clearly show everything that we see in the picture could have been faked. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but she has not come out and talked to anybody other than a couple of times she went to the cops. And when she actually stopped doing this, this happens all the time. It just does, especially when the man has got power or financial power. They do this as their bargaining chips to stay in the relationship to get the benefits of that. Again, I don't know if that's what happened here, and we won't know until they actually talk. And I said before they make any announcement, I don't know they've actually made an announcement. I think they did say he might be training with the first team, but he will not be around forever, like I said in my video. They need to be in front of the press and deal with it, and then we can get past it. It's just like, okay. I don't know. Part of me is, I understand it, but this whole thing now, now we can't, if a woman has what she actually believes and we criticize it, it's going to be called abuse. He did not show anywhere on his Twitter feed the types of abuse that was happening. This happened after when England crashed out, when the last three players missed their kick, and they all happened to be black. They said there was racism everywhere, and I said, well, show us the racism that was in England, the actual racism that was in England. All of it was in Middle East and in Africa and stuff or whatever. It was rarely that it came from England. It wasn't from English fans. It wasn't from uh, civilized countries around the world. Uh, so, and I said, show the abuse. They never can show this. But anyway, I'm going to stop and watch the rest of this game. Let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, I get it. I know there's going to be a lot of people that live in Manchester, people live in England, because they all been feminized about how we have to look at women. They want all this power and they want all this responsibility, but they don't want it, really. They want no accountability when this shit happens. It doesn't come out of the blue. There's a whole thing. Bill Barr did a comedy special years ago, and he talks about sometimes, not every time, that the abuse doesn't come from out of left field. And again, we only hear the audio. We don't know if this was a daily thing until she tells us. And of course, she's not going to say that, you wouldn't think. Like I said in my video, this is an opportunity, as it said in that little thing that those guys were saying. This is an absolute opportunity for him to have a redemption for his life, not for his kid to look in on the internet in 6 or 7 years and seeing that his dad was an abuser, that we can get past it. And again, if Manchester United can't deal with it, they want to deal with all the other inclusivity things and DII and all that crap. But when one of their players are embroiled into this, it's not like this is not the first time that a Manchester United player has been allegedly having sexual assault or abuse and still played for the team. Now that we have social media and more people know about it, it's a lot worse, right? So it's not the first. Footballers, I'm not going to say they're above the normal society average, but they probably are, or they clearly have been alleged to have that, or they've been reported, because you get something from it. You absolutely do. And again, it depends on what happens with the video. If somebody really wants me to talk about this, I will. My experience is being in the Air Force, seeing it happen, seeing women actually do it to themselves right in front of the dude when they didn't know that other people were around to see, or guys would actually record them when they started doing this stuff. Or there would be like CCTV cameras around that showed this happen. Anyway, I'm going to watch the end of this game. Hopefully I will take a draw. That would probably be good for both. So for me anyway. And I thought this was over. I mean, as far as me talking about Mark and Sam, it's not like they're going to be any, I don't know what they're going to get out of this. And again, I think most people think that way because of what they saw. And I get all that. But when they start going down this, Sam did not have any conversation, doesn't allow any comments on his show or on his little YouTube thing. He won't respond on Twitter. And then you got Mark, who's got the most of everybody. You know, he's got nearly 2 million just for his one channel when it comes to the United Stand. And a lot of people won't follow him on Twitter, and he says this stuff about abuse and all this stuff. And I'm like, what kind of abuse is it? Because they don't agree with your what you believe on this? Or I want to see it. He's got to show me what he believes abuse is, and then tell me that they're not a robot. They're robotic Twitter feeds, because half of Twitter is not real. Oh, that's 2. Liverpool scored. That was nice. Good Lord. They just went right through them. But anyway, I'm going to stop this so I can upload this. What a goal that was. This is kind of scary. You guys have a good day. Bye.